Hey, welcome to another bullshit session. And today we have a special guest from my podcast, Lee Gerstman, and always with Jerry, Big Jerry, man. What's up, guys? What's that Panther? You a hockey
I'm
fan?
doing as I'm doing. That should tell you enough.
Are you a hockey
Been
fan,
been
Jerry?
having fun drinking and stuff, and I'm doing all right.
I want to put a shout out. Now you mentioned that, Mark. My hockey team's starting out 5-0. Trust me, if you're a Florida Panthers fan and your team's 5-0, that is good news. So
Yeah, I'm a Kings fan. We're doing okay.
Yeah,
my team
I'm
is
a Kings
horrible.
fan. Da, 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 da. I'm a Kings fan.
And also wearing a whiskey shirt
Do,
too.
do, do, do. I'm a Kings fan. Da, 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 da. I'm a Kings fan. Da, 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 da.
You know what I was thinking? You know songs that you've heard so many times in your life, like let's say "Stairway to Heaven" or "Dream On" by Aerosmith or something like that. And
Yeah,
you
both
think how
songs. Oh.
and you think how overplayed they are. But man, I listen to them all today. Those are good songs. I mean,
I agree that "Stairway to Heaven" is kind of a good song. I never really liked "Dream On."
I'm just okay. Well, what's an example for you that would be a song that you overplayed, but it's a really great song?
Oh,
I would say, uh, um, some people would say "Calling Dr. Love."
really?
Okay.
I thought Detroit Rock City was overplayed by them. And Beth,
Oh,
I can't stand Beth.
that was all right. Not fantastic, but um, oh, a song that maybe neither of you grew up with or liked, but I liked it, and everybody else who were adults were sick of it, was "Cherish" by The Association. Cherish is the
Yeah,
word I use to describe. I love that song.
that's a good song.
Oh, I think a big overplayed song is "Take on Me" by Aha, but that fucking song rules.
Yeah, I mean,
I would agree with you on that.
going back to Stairway. I mean, that song was made fun of for a long time. You can't even play that in a guitar shop now. Without
Wayne's
getting
World,
ridiculed.
Yeah.
Stairway
Exactly. It
Denied.
started, but man, that's a great fucking song, man.
I saw Jimmy Page live and he did an instrumental version of it, and it was wonderful.
Dude, that would have been cool.
And
I saw
and
him with
and,
the
and
black.
they
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh no I was going to say they have the show that I saw, the whole show live, and the thing is every single song has its own track listing. The guy divided it except for the "Stairway to Heaven," which I wanted an individual track for that, so then in case I wanted to put it on like a download or a CD and hear only that, I wanted to, but it's not on its own individual track. In order to hear it, you have to go and fast forward it in the hour and something show, which is okay. At least they have it, but I thought, why don't they put that last song on its own track? Why all the other songs on their own track, and then that song doesn't have its own individual track to it? I thought that was kind of a little inconvenient for me because I wanted to be able to hear each song that I wanted to hear when I wanted to hear it, and I wanted to hear the "Stairway to Heaven" on its own without having to go through the whole
Right.
gig to hear it.
That's kind of weird, ain't it? I
You
mean, the way
could
they
buy
did
it
it.
on
I
iTunes.
think it's weird.
Yeah. Huh.
They
Here's
might
another
have had
one.
individual track listings to it from other gigs, but the one that I went to, they don't.
Well,
But anyway,
if you give me the video, Lee, I could grab it, the audio, and then I could edit it like I do the podcast and just get the song.
hey, I'll definitely do that. Thank you so much.
I could send it to you through email.
Yeah, because
I'm getting good at that
the
shit.
rest of it,
I need
the
practice.
the rest of it, I can get the rest of it on its own on MP3, but
I have
not
two.
that.
I have two programs that grabs YouTube stuff for me, and I turn it into audio for the podcast. And sometimes when they don't update, it pisses me off. So I bought two programs because sometimes it won't grab the audio. So I go to the other program. Like today, a fan told me, "Hey, Mark, your episode 3, Judas Priest point of entry. It's not point of entry." I go, "What? It's not point of entry." I go, so I go listen to it. It's fucking Wishbone Ash. I go, what the fuck? That was like what? That was episode 181. I go, how did it turn into episode 3? And then I'm going through all the episodes because iTunes has my episodes listed like it says 82, but it's actually episode 195. So I went there and fixed the tracks in Podbean to fix iTunes today. And then I noticed it looked like the same file in the Queen episode that we did with Terrence. And it was fucking Wishbone Ash again. So Wishbone Ash had 3 podcasts, the same.
Do you
same
think
show.
that it's possible that the whatever it is who are involved in the podcasting thing, whether it be Podbean or whatever, that they're messing with you a little bit?
I think what happened is that I learned you got to name the files. Each file you put up needs to be named different. So I think I put my movie up again, and it totally took away the file from the Judas Priest and put my movie up on those 3 podcasts because they were named my movie. So now I'm going back. I'm naming all the files when I do podcasts now because I noticed that with pictures, if I just put JPEG 1, all of a sudden I had album covers of the Grateful Dead on 5 freaking different podcasts. So I had to go change the name of the pictures.
I've had times where I bought really good paper at the paper store so that I could download and print up copies of my books. And I realized after I said print 10 or print 20, there was a big mistake. And I'm like, I can't stop it now. There's going to be 20 books with this big mistake on this good paper. Fuck.
That sounds like
and so I totally know what you're talking about. I've had times where, oh my God, I had times where I did pictures for performances and the whole roll of film was blank. And that's because it didn't work or some weird shit happened and I lost the film or the video. And I was furious. Because there were other people involved and I wanted them to see what I did. And when I had no proof of what I did, they may have thought, well, are you really doing what you said you did? And I'm like, I didn't have any proof of it. And I'm like, to this day, it stings because I've had times where I wanted it to be professional, or if not professional, at least it looked like I tried. And it didn't happen. And so, for all of the things that you've seen that I've done that have worked, there's a lot that hasn't worked. And especially with Yahoo groups, they had a thing where we are no longer keeping your pictures up. And a lot of those old pictures were from photo shoots that I did for my stories. And I don't have them now because Yahoo decided goodbye, and some of them would go maybe to Flickr, but not all of them did. Some of them, a lot of them didn't. So I have at least 200 pictures that I can't get anymore.
Well, this is what I found out. That's why you buy physical media, because if you just buy digital copies from movies, they could take those away from you whenever they fucking want. So if you have the backup of the digital media, you have the hard copies, you always have a copy. There's you buy MP3s, sooner or later they're going to go, well, we don't have a contract with that person anymore. Right. So we're going to take away what you bought. So that's why I make sure and buy CDs, vinyl, movies, Blu-rays. I make sure and have the physical copies. And like, I'm telling this for podcasters out there, if you go to a Podbean, make sure you label each one of your audio and picture files different from what you named them before. Because if you just put a blah, 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 it's going to fuck up your podcast like it did ours. And luckily, the Queen episode got uploaded to YouTube. That audio file was intact. It was there. But if you go play it on iTunes or Podbean, it was Wishbone Ash. So I grabbed the audio from that and then re-uploaded it, but we lost all the downloads we had for that Queen episode. But that's why I reshared it. Hey, people, go download this. I fucked up.
That's okay.
That's a helpful hint. You got to remember that.
Name your files different, because I was putting my movie, and it fucked it up. And then also,
I had pictures from the physical media when I did those things, but
you should get a hard drive and save your pictures to a hard drive from Yahoo. Just grab those pictures and put them in a thumb drive or something. Back them up.
Yeah, I always have a backup.
Yeah. But it's like there are some that are backed up, but not all of them.
It just sucks because I did have that Judas I had a folder where I saved all the podcast audio files, but my old computer took a dump, so I lost all that. Now I have a backup file that I put everything into now. So I'm just pissed off. We're gonna re-record that with Bushy, and you're gonna be on there because you weren't on that episode.
Okay, point of entry.
Yeah, point of entry.
Oh well, I'm totally into doing that episode.
Nice. Well, we got to wait till Bushy settles in. So what's up, Jerry? What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Just being educated here.
Yeah.
Riker and Charlie are making out.
I lost 3 pounds.
Nice.
Right on.
Other than that, same old shit. Stuck in quarantine. Nothing to do.
Nothing to do. At least unemployment went through.
Exercise.
Did you ever get your unemployment fixed?
Nah. Give it up.
You didn't write your congressman? What did they tell you?
Well, I'd have some choice words for her if I could. So I really, maybe I'll be nice and do that. You never know. I guess it can't hurt.
You should be nice because they will help you. They're dicks in public, but actually they will help you if you bitch at them because they want your vote.
Oh yeah, that's true. But Tennessee doesn't matter. My vote don't matter.
Fuck, man. I'm just like, you know what? I'm okay with the Democrats passing that new stimulus bill because I don't know when freaking Disney's going to reopen. So I'm okay with getting unemployment till September. I don't want to get a new job. I like my job.
September? Damn.
Yeah, that's when they want to extend it.
In Tennessee? Jerry, did you say you were in Tennessee?
Yes.
Because I'm wondering, have you heard of there's a cafe called the Rum Boogie Cafe that was supposed to be a cool cafe where musicians went and played. And one of my friends, she used to say that she went to the Rum Boogie Cafe in Tennessee and that it was a really cool place.
Is it in Nashville?
Wondering if you heard of it. I don't know if it was Nashville, but it was in Tennessee.
I'm kind of in the middle of Nashville and Knoxville, a little city called Cookeville. I've never heard of it, but
okay. But this was back maybe in the 90s. So who knows? I don't know what happened, but
yeah, I've only been here since 2008. I'm from Mark's neck of the woods. California.
You're from Northern California, though, man.
Bay Area.
I'm surprised you're not a Giants fan.
No. Well, like I said, I was born in Cincinnati, so the only sports team I took with is the Reds, unfortunately. But all the other Cincinnati teams, I kind of like, nah, gave up on.
Well, what the fuck's going on with Bauer, man?
I was always into the Oakland Raiders. I mean, even if they don't win, I still love them just because I was born in Oakland. And that's the only reason.
The only team me and Jerry agree on is freaking the Niners, 49ers. We're 49ers fans. But he hates the Dodgers. He says they're cheaters. Houston Astros are the fucking cheaters, and you fucking know that shit. Come on.
Dude, what's up with what did LeBron do to a fan the other day? I heard something. There was some kind of interaction or something.
Oh, the one lady, she's a white lady. She was fucking heckling him, and she looked like a little drunk. And they kicked her out. And LeBron said yesterday, he said after the thing, he says, you know what? I don't think she should have been kicked out. I thrive off of fans. I was happy to be there with fans. You know,
I heard
it was awesome.
That,
He said it was awesome having fans. I don't think she should have been kicked out. Maybe she was a little drunk, but I wanted to kick her out. She was fine.
Where are they having fans at? Where was this game at?
Atlanta.
Yeah. And they're allowing fans in now. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, lockdowns don't work. The worst cities in America with lockdowns, freaking Los Angeles County, lock down the shit, and the cases are fucking through the roof. Because you know what happens when you lock down people? They say fuck you, and they do more shit. You know,
pretty much so.
We're
the worst state in the union right now as far as cases, percentage of cases.
But Florida isn't that bad, you know.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I really haven't been paying attention to that lately.
Yeah,
I'm trying to stay away from news. News is so fucking depressing. It's like it's depressing enough being locked down much, you know, and then you got to fucking hear bad news on TV, you know.
I'm going to admit this, but fucking news is brainwashing the fuck out of me. Fucking stop listening to it. And I freaking told my wife the other day, we're watching Fox News or watching Tucker or one of those guys, Hannity. And I said, you know, this is just fucking they're just fucking talking their narrative. And then if you go to CNN, it's the other narrative. Fuck, we need to get in the middle. We need to get fucking news in the middle. I'm tired of this fucking one-sided shit.
I don't watch news hardly ever, except if it's something that I find of some interest, because I find the news to be depressing. I think that I just don't see it being of worth. Back in the day when before Reagan was in office and the Iran hostages were in Iran, I was going to collect as many news stories as I could about it because I wanted to read them to see if they had an interesting narrative. And after about 10 or so that I collected, they all said the same thing, and they all said we don't have any more information, and they were only saying, so far this is the case, but we don't know what else is going on. And they weren't really detailed. They were only saying they have these many prisoners and they were going to be this and this. But I thought they aren't even really giving any kind of update or any interesting story. All they're doing is saying, it's like if you were at a concert and you said, okay, in 5 more minutes, the group is going to be playing, you know what. And then in 10 minutes, they go, they're going to be out in 10 minutes playing, you know what. But they don't say what it is, and the group never comes out to play. That's how I felt about the story. So I said, you know what? I don't even need to collect any more stories about this because there's no story. They're only trying to bait people with nothing.
Yeah, it seems more of bashing now than it is actual news. On both sides of the aisle. Like I said, I've been trying to stay away from that. It's the fucking world's depressing enough without watching the news 2 or 3 hours a day. I mean, if it's important, I'll ask my sister. She watches news all the time. Hi, Amy. You can watch later.
I talk to your sister all the time. Amy, if you're watching this,
she will.
I think you're so far up the Democrats' ass that you can't even see what's going on sometimes. I'm just sorry. I love you, Amy. But like you defend all of them. I don't even defend Trump. I say he's a fucking asshole. But it's like I talk about the new fucking press secretary. Oh, she's okay. I go, really? She says, I'll circle back to you. I'll circle back to you. I'll circle back to you. She has no fucking answers. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. And I'm going, fuck, I know the other one was fucking, the other ones that Trump had were abrasive, but at least they gave you information.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been watching, so I don't know.
She doesn't know any fucking news. She doesn't know what's going on in her administration. Huh?
What's her name?
What do you think of the idea of a whole?
I don't know what her name is. I forgot her name, man.
What do you think of the idea of a whole new government? What do you think of the idea of a whole new government where everyone resigns and we peacefully come up with something where the people who have the most intelligence and the most psychic ability to be able to handle stuff gets to make the decisions, and it's not based upon credentials or age. It's based upon who is most compassionate towards us as human beings.
The thing
and
is
that we have a whole new government where they are in tune with us as human beings instead of as political parties.
That's never going to happen. And then when that happens, it's going to be a one world government. And that's going to be the beast will come. I'm a Christian. I think everything is setting up for one world government. You have the euro, you have all these countries getting together, putting their things together. You have the new world order. I think nobody cares about anybody except their own pocketbook now. I think all the politicians are fucking assholes, left and right.
Okay.
I think nobody cares about the people anymore. I think it's just to care about their narrative, cares about they have power. I think there needs to be
I totally hear you.
I think there needs to be term limits in Congress and the Senate. I think these people should not be in the Senate or Congress for 30 to 40 years. I think this needs to be stopped. They have too much power. And the bureaucrats in government are the ones who actually run because they never leave.
But let me tell you something. Who votes on this kind of shit? They do.
I get you.
They're not going to want to quit their jobs. You know
I
what
know.
I mean?
I dig what you said, Mark.
I hate both sides. I just pick for the less evil.
And you too, Jerry.
I don't know.
I mean, there is the greatest thing about the Constitution is it's like it's the oldest current set of laws in the world, I think.
It is.
Current.
It's the law.
Also, at the same time, it's actually kind of old. There are a lot of things I think that could be updated about it. And I know I'm going to get crap for this for the Second Amendment. But do you think that when they made that rule with the Second Amendment, they would know that there'd be a gun that could shoot 1,000 rounds per minute eventually? Do you think they would make that rule?
No, but I think they shouldn't. Like the NRA. Nobody in the NRA has ever killed anybody.
Things need to be updated.
The people that do mass shootings are the people who steal the guns from their parents, or they get them illegally.
That's not true.
Mostly, it's true.
No, I mean, you look at the Columbine shootings, they all own those guns. They didn't take those guns.
The kids got it from their parents. The parents
I thought they owned
their
those
guns. No, the kids didn't own their. How could kids own guns at that age?
Well, look at your buddy not your buddy, excuse me, that did that thing in the Black Lives Matter protest where he shot those people. Rittenhouse, I think his name is.
I don't know. We need the whole story on that shit because he could be an asshole. He could not be an asshole. He could have been attacked. He could not be attacked. We just get what the media tells us. We don't have the whole fucking story. I don't believe anything anymore.
I mean, I own guns. I have 3 guns, so I'm not saying I'm not an anti-gun person. but I think why does a person need to own a gun that shoots 1,000 rounds, per minute, and have stockpile of?
Because the way the Constitution was formed is because they wanted the people to be well armed against a totalitarian regime. And so if our army has these types of guns, they wanted you to have the same kind of guns to protect our
Okay,
our
let me clarify this. What is one guy going to do with 20 weapons? 20 automatic machine guns.
Nothing.
And something happens where the shit hits the fan. How is he going to carry all these 20 guns?
I agree with that, but the thing is, this is why the Constitution was made, because we could stand up against a bad government that tries to take over, like England was.
Ozzy Osbourne said something. He said, if it's true that guns kill people and that people kill people, no, he said, if it's true that guns don't kill people and people kill people, why do we bring guns to war? Why don't we just bring the people?
I don't know. I don't own a gun.
I thought that was very funny.
I kind of
that one.
Me and my wife want to get a shotgun or something just to have under the bed, and just in case some people.
I love shooting, man. I think it's cool as hell. But
I shot as a kid. My
stepdad had a lot of guns. In fact, when he used to visit us, he sometimes back in the 70s, his gun wasn't loaded, but he would take it out of his pocket and aim it at us and pull the trigger and go click. It was just a fun joke.
Well, I don't think I would do that, but
yeah, I mean, we were an interesting family,
right? No, I understand.
When I was a kid, dude, I got shot by airsoft guns. Well, they called them BB guns back then, airsoft.
I got shot twice by them.
That shit, dude, my neighbor would fucking go over his backyard and fucking click me with it. And I go, what the fuck, dude?
I got shot in the ass and I got shot in the calf, man. That hurt.
I got shot lots of times with airsoft guns. That fucking shit hurts.
It does.
I never wanted a gun. The only thing I want a gun is for protection, because there's a lot of idiots out there who just want to take your shit. They don't want to work. They don't want to do their job. They just want to take what you have. And it's just good to have protection. And I'm not going to go out and shoot people.
No. I understand that part. But I'm just saying about the quality. I mean,
you don't need 60 guns unless you're a collector and you don't use them. Some people collect, like we collect CDs, Blu-rays, and vinyl. People collect guns, but the thing is, they're really responsible gun owners. But there's some people out there that just buy guns because, like the Vegas shooter, wanted to shoot all those people at that concert. I'm going to tell you guys, I had a friend at that concert that got killed.
Did you really?
My friend Carrie Burnett, she got fucking shot and killed at that country concert in Vegas.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I worked with her for years. She was a very nice lady. She loved her country music. She went to freaking all these country concerts. And she went with my friend Amanda, who still hasn't got over that, watching her friend die in her arms.
Damn. That's sad, man.
It is fucking sad. And the thing is, when I saw that shooting, I know how much both of them like country music. I texted on Facebook. I go, you guys okay? What's going on? Are you guys okay? And then somebody said, Carrie got killed. Man. And Disney, freaking Disney. People talk shit about Disney all the time. But they freaking, at the Disneyland Hotel in Anaheim, they threw a memorial for her and didn't charge anybody anything. And they helped the family with the burial.
Oh, they let them go inside Disney or something?
No, they did a memorial at the Disneyland Hotel for Carrie, and they paid for her funeral for the family.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, people say Disney has no heart. Fuck you. Disney does have a heart.
I'm not too familiar with it either way, so I really couldn't tell you.
I like Disney. I mean, when I went there, I was young, and because of some issues that I had with my family, I was in this kind of doom mood where I went there and in the hotel, I was writing these despair lyrics to songs that were almost like Black Sabbath types of songs. And I'm like, it's weird that I'm writing this stuff while I'm at the Disney hotel going to Disney, but I don't have them anymore. But I was in that really weird mood. But when I went there, I did like it. It's just that I was with my sister and her boyfriend and stuff, and they were cool. But like she kind of, I guess her attitude, I just didn't end up. I was in a really depressed mood or very despair mood at the time that I went. So I feel bad that I wasn't able to enjoy it as much as I could have because it's Disney and I love Disney. And I was like a doom-ridden kid.
It's like fucking weird because when I was a kid, my grandma would take me and two friends on my birthday to Disney. And then I started working there since 2001. And like I'm there and people want to go. And I go, I don't want to go. I work here. It kind of took away the
Oh,
magic for me. But I still love they take care of us, man. It's like they furloughed a lot of people and then they let people go who haven't been there that long. But they're still paying for my health insurance. People
cool.
shit on Disney all the time. They shit on the annual pass holders, kind of jerks.
Have
I'm
you
I
just
ever
don't.
gone to Universal Studios tours?
I love Universal Studios. I go there and look at that Back to the Future set, and I go,
Right on.
fucking clock tower. I'm like, that's my all-time favorite movie, Back to the Future. I see other things. I see Gilligan's Island. I love Universal Studios, man. I
Last time
haven't.
I was there, they had the Terminator 2 ride was the newest ride. That's how long
Yeah,
it's been.
they took that out.
Did they?
In
That was pretty
Hollywood.
badass at the time.
It was bad. I love the Terminator, but that last movie they made was better than the other movies, but it still wasn't.
Well, it's gonna be hard to come up with something
I
as
know
good.
it's like they keep.
I like them all because I love the Terminator
They
story.
keep changing the fucking story though.
Well, I'm
It's
trying to
like
keep it fresh, I guess. I don't know.
it's like in the last one, John Connor died.
Yeah,
It's like what the hell, man.
I thought that was a cool twist because nobody expected that when you first saw it.
It was cool. I liked the movie, but fucking.
And I love the fact that they made him what they call him Carl, and he was a drape salesman.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
I don't know, man. It's just weird seeing Arnold old. I don't know.
I'm gonna turn it around a little bit. You guys have any fears that you wish you can get over?
Any what?
Any fears?
I
Phobia.
have a-
I almost would say one fear that I did have at one time was the fear of surgery, and the other fear was the fear of having to have a catheter. And both those things happened to me,
Yeah.
but thank God it was macroscopic surgery, which means that they didn't have to cut into my stomach. Thank God, because that would have freaked me out.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
was
They
like,
did that with me with my gallbladder surgery. Same
Yeah,
thing.
man.
Oh,
I'm so happy you
oh,
got through
okay.
that, Jerry.
it's
I
Man,
was
that was
so
rough. 'cause I got
scared.
pancreatitis.
I love
I
you,
got severe
Jerry.
pancreatitis.
I love you, Jerry. I was so scared.
Oh, I know you were.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
appreciate it
it's
because you're
like
you're one of the only
I
people.
I had to get my prostate done. It wasn't because of cancer, it's just because it was enlarged.
All right.
And then so when I went under to under the anesthetic, then when I woke up, I thought to myself, I mean, because I was like having visions or whatever while I was under. But then when I was waking up, I thought, oh, I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee. But then I realized I was on a bed in the surgery thing, and went, it's all done, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And so that was
you-
really trippy. But it
You
was
said
cool.
you had a fear of roller coasters, Jerry.
That's what I was going to tell you guys. That's mine.
Yeah,
And that pisses me off because I love going to amusement parks. And I said to myself, I'm going to get on it this time. But I look at it and I'm like, fuck that. I ain't getting on that.
once you get on it, it's different because when I was a kid, my mom paid me $10 to go on Space Mountain and to go on Disneyland. And what's that other ride? Fucking the fucking the fucking Matterhorn. Okay, she gave me $10 each to go on her because I want to buy a record. I always want to buy records, so she gave me money so I could buy records. I've always been into music. Music has always been my thing. But she gave me $10 each. I go, what the fuck was I scared of this? And I went to Magic Mountain over here in California, and they had a ride called Superman that goes, whoa. I go, fuck that. I ain't going on that shit. But I'll go on other roller coasters. I'll go on Screaming at California Adventure. I'll do the loop. But fuck that straight drop. Because I seen somebody in Texas, a lady who didn't get buckled in, and she fell right off that shit. Go,
but man, it just pisses me off because I want to beat that one so bad.
Have you been on the Matterhorn and Space Mountain in Florida?
I don't like those kind of roller coasters at all. That's a fear.
Space Mountain is cool, Jerry. You like Space Mountain, you like the Matterhorn. They're not that bad.
Now, see, I've been on one in my life. It's called the Racer in Kings Island, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And
I went in Great America, the turn of the century. My sister kind of fooled me. She said, it's not that bad. And then when I went on, I had to keep my eyes closed and I didn't experience it, but they went upside down a couple of times and stuff. And I was like, you mean I went on that? It's like, no way would I do that otherwise.
I went to Great America.
Another thing that I'm not necessarily saying I was afraid of, but now I would be hesitant to do it, is the high dive board. I wanted to see what it was in high school. I went in the high dive. I closed my eyes and plugged my nose and I went under and it was fine. But then when I went back up, I later had a big stomach ache as if the water pressure hurt my stomach later. Not at the time, but later it kind of hurt my stomach a little bit. And I was like, this is not good.
I can't do the straight drops like that Superman that goes straight down. No, I could do the loops. I could do the thing. I could do Thunder Mountain. I never had a problem with Thunder Mountain.
That slingshot thing, forget about it. You'll never see me.
No, I can't do that shit. I can't do straight drops.
Pirate ship. You ever been that pirate ship?
No.
It goes back and forth, back, up and down.
I could do the dragon swing.
Yeah.
I could do those things. I love the wacky soapbox racers at Knott's Berry Farm. They got rid of that, but I can't do freaking straight drops. I could do anything at Disneyland. Any roller coaster at Disneyland is fine, or California Adventure. I could do any of that.
But at the same time, I'm the kind of person that would fucking love to go up in a space shuttle. You know what I mean? I think that'd be the coolest thing ever.
I wouldn't want to go in a space shuttle.
Oh, I would. But
after the Challenger exploded, oh hell no.
They showed what looked like it might have been a documentary or it might have just been a movie, but it was supposed to show them. They go in this pod so that when the space shuttle starts, it goes slightly faster and faster and faster and faster until it's speeding to the point where it's a blur, like 700 miles an hour, and the people are in it. And it's supposed to be so that they can get used to when the rocket ship goes up there. I'm like, I am not going to go into something that's going to spin so fast that each time I snap my fingers, it's already gone around 100 times. I'm not going to go into something that fast. No space travel for me.
I could do the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at California Adventure. It's still in Florida, but in California Adventure now it's the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they put some killer music on there. Like Guardians of the Galaxy. It goes like this, but then it bounces. It's cool though. I like it. I liked it when it was. I like it better now. It's Guardians of the Galaxy because it has that killer fucking soundtrack. It's fucking awesome.
Right? Yeah.
You
But
know,
anyway, yeah, I mean,
Oh, then you get to do that. Then I'm not.
but if you guys ever come to California and Disneyland is open, man, I could get you guys in. We could go for a day. And
I'd rather just go to where you serve your food and get
they
something
have a
and stay
fucking
in.
bar there, dude. That we could just sit and drink in California Adventure and eat fucking. You guys could get lobster nachos. I'll get the carne asada because I don't like lobster. But they have fucking great food at Disney, man.
yeah, there's some gourmet shit there, huh?
Yeah, they got some
Oh, yeah.
gourmet shit there, dude.
So I've never actually been to any of the Disney worlds. Like I said, I've been to Universal, I've been to Epcot, but I've never actually been to.
You should go to Disney World, man. They take care of you, man. They have some
I
good
know
shit
that
there,
there's
man.
this one bar that's supposed to be an adult bar that's like kind of a private bar, but that people have to pay a lot of money in order to be a member in order to go there. But that it's like the cool bar at Disney where people who are like, no, I don't have any kids around me. What are kids? And then go in there.
You know what? What I want to say. Have you guys ever smoked pot?
all the time.
Weed. But I'm saying
I have.
I bought a bong. I hope I don't get fired for this. But
It's legal, man.
I tried some sativa and I was kicking my leg. My wife said, and my cousin said, "Are you okay?" I go, "No, I'm not okay." I freaking threw up my ass. I got fucking dizzy. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then my friend, my cousin Sean, he goes, "Mark, you should have known about this stuff." I go, in the 90s and the late 80s when I smoked pot, we just bought whatever. We didn't know what we were buying. We didn't know what the fuck we went to, who was holding. But it's like I tried this. I got really anxious and I was throwing up. And then I have to take indica. I can't take sativa because I was fucking lost. Fuck this shit. I'm fucking stressed.
Does Disney have their own rules about that, even though it's legal?
It's not legal by the government yet. I think Biden wants to change that.
Well, I hope he does.
It's not legal by the government, but I just smoke because I have knee pain and I have shoulder pain. I have
me too.
Bulging disc. So I do it because I don't want to take fucking what do you call it? Drugs. I don't want to take drugs that fucking fuck me up.
Especially that compromise your immune system, lower it and shit. Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I got rheumatoid arthritis, man. Marijuana is like best thing in the world for me.
Sure is, man. It's like I need to take indica. I can't take sativa because my wife's cousin, well, he's her boyfriend, said, "Mark, I thought you knew about this." I said, "Well, when I was smoking, we just bought whatever. We didn't know. Sometimes I got gas bud. Sometimes I got good bud. Gas bud gave me a headache." I remember when I was at the Rose Bowl watching Pink Floyd, freaking the Division Bell tour.
I was there.
I
Not the Rose Bowl, but
I freaking punched my friend because he got me fucking shitty bud. I go, "Fuck, I bought your tickets and you get me this fucking shake?"
yeah, dude, California, man, they got some interesting freaking weed out there. They got some good weed, but they got some fucked up shit at the same time.
I go to this place
There were some people who I used to buy stuff from, and certain people had good stuff. And it was kind of like very, very quiet. Like, you just buy it kind of quietly, not a lot of people being informed about it and all that. And it was good. And then there were other people who bought or would sell stuff that occasionally it was not so great.
Yeah.
So I've had my ups and downs as far as my experience.
But now you could go to a fucking store here in California and go, "Well, I have this, and they'll tell you what you should take." I have this vape thing that's really good. but I also bought some indica for a bong. That's really good too. But when I smoked that sativa, I was like fucking stressed out as fuck. I was like, fuck this shit. I can't take this. Oh my God. I was throwing up. I was outside. My wife was walking me around. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I feel I'm going to die. I kept telling my wife, I love you. I love you. I love you. If I die, I love you. Just let you know I love you. I thought I was going to die off that shit. I was like so fucking stressed. I was like, fuck.
I just want to go to a store and buy pot, man. I just want to try it once. I mean, where I'm here in Tennessee, it ain't going to be legal here. We're going to be one of the last states where it's legal. However, they actually did try to introduce a bill for medical marijuana, but they threw that out right away. So maybe it's getting closer. But
it's better than taking fucking those fucking drugs they give you.
It is, but that's how some of these people.
It's natural. It doesn't fuck you up as much. It's like I have a huge knee problem. I had back in the 90s when I fucking didn't have a job. I quit in and out because I was taking care of my grandma who had dementia. I would smoke weed because it took my pain away. And I went to fucking welfare and they checked out my knee and said, oh, you're okay. But then when I got insurance from Disney, I went to a fucking knee guy and he was one of the best in California. And he said, you had a torn ACL and a torn meniscus. Like if we would have got you right when you did this, you would have been fine. But now if we do surgery on you, you're going to be worse. Yeah, it's like, fuck me. Because I used to play basketball with tweakers, dude. I never did speed.
It hurts, so I understand.
He said you had a torn meniscus, you had a torn ACL. But I played basketball with tweakers, dude, at 3 a.m. I love playing basketball. And then the fucker, because I wasn't good at long shots, I would like throw the ball up, hit the backboard, and run and get the rebound and get the fucking basket on him. And
how close were you able before you slam dunk, man? Were you close?
I could never slam dunk, dude. I have no hops. White man can't.
I was like maybe 3 inches short, maybe. I couldn't try.
But I could shoot it right under the basket. And he kicked me right in the fucking knee. And the thing is, I saw it in slow motion. It's like those fucking movies where you see an injury happening in slow motion. I saw it in slow motion. And I told my friend Roger, you fucking kicked me because you were pissed. No, I didn't. Fuck, I do it. I saw it in slow motion. I drove myself.
My teacher, when we did flag football, he wanted to prove to me that it wasn't just a mellow game where you ask someone, please get out of the way so that I can run. He wanted to prove to me that, so he went and he bam! And then I went and I kind of flew a little bit and I fell and I kind of hurt my tailbone a bit. And he was a teacher.
I love playing basketball, but
I did too.
It was football.
I couldn't play
and
anymore.
It was just like bam. We did demolition basketball. Do you know what that is?
I don't know.
Oh, but it sounds interesting.
It's where everyone who doesn't like you decides that if you want to play demolition basketball, they're going to play against you and there's no rules. If they want to hurt you and punch you and kick you, they can do it. But if you want to play with them, then cool. And I used to do it. So it was me against everybody. And then so they would just gang up on me and then bam, 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 and then take the ball.
Sounds like I thought it was the ball, basically.
My friend was a little bitch. He would call falls on me all the time. I go, what the fuck you doing on me?
It was kind of fun in a weird way, but yeah, that's it was just my only chance to play with them. They wouldn't have ever been able to accept me on their team otherwise.
At In-N-Out Burger.
I'm not a wuss or anything.
In-N-Out Burger.
I'm not a wuss or anything. I don't want 10 guys trying to beat me up.
In-N-Out Burger,
yeah.
we used to have a turkey bowl like on Thanksgiving because In-N-Out was closed on all the holidays. We'd have a football game called the Turkey Bowl. And this guy, and I fucking clothesline people, dude. I put my arm up and they'd fucking clothesline their shit. And we didn't give a shit, dude. We just fucking play like fucking dirty, dude. But fuck, man. They were little bitches when they got clotheslined.
Dude, I fucking
You mean that someone put clotheslines on them and then lifted up the clotheslines so that they were off the ground?
Clotheslined the fuckers, man. I clotheslined them, man. I didn't give a shit. It wasn't real football.
So I miss that shit. I'm too old to play that backyard shit now, but I loved it, man.
I know, man. It sucks, man. We're like, well, you're like, what? How old are you, Jerry?
I'll be 50 in July.
Yeah, I just turned 50 in October.
I used to do squirt pistols, and then I put hot water in them. So when I went shoot, it was during the hot summer. So instead of cold water, they got hot water. Ow! You put hot water in it.
You want to really play dirty? Put some hot sauce in those bad boys.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, we used to play freeze tag where we'd like jump over our fences of our house and open our houses and just jump fucking around the fences. I can't even fucking climb a fence now. I'm fucking fucking lame.
I was gonna say I can't even jump over a dime.
There's just too much hot sauce on the fence.
I just can't jump a fence anymore. It's like
if I had to, I
can't do
probably
that stuff either.
I think like I'm fucking 15, but my body is like 50.
Me too.
I can't do shit like that anymore.
I feel like I'm 80, even though my mental attitude is 18.
Yeah.
It's like I want to fucking play with the big boys, play with these kids that I work with at work, but they fuck me up. I can't fucking hang with them anymore. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck happened to me? It's like my mind is like saying I could fucking do this, but I can't.
But the really cool thing is that when I used to watch the kids when I went to the library in Chinatown, and the young kids who were about 10 or so, they were playing Rollerboy. And then I started to play Rollerboy. And then so they were telling me the passwords to play. And then when I was going into wait for the library to open, one young Asian boy, he was about maybe 8, he went, guess what? I stole my teacher's identification and I was able to play video games on my teacher's identification and on their Wi-Fi. And then so they would tell me all this stuff, and it's like they're geniuses as far as knowing about stuff. Like they're saying, I wish I could have a Pentium and stuff. And then they were like, they know more than I did. And they're like much younger than I am, but they told me about the game, about the passwords on Rollerboy. Now there's someone who put up Rollerboy, the whole thing, on YouTube. You can get all the coins and stuff. I can give you a link to that if you want to watch it. I think it's wonderful. I don't know whether or not you want to watch someone playing a whole video game and getting all the points, but I think it's great.
I've actually done that when I was bored a few times. Watch somebody play a video game on, like, I think it was called I can't remember. Remember that show? Was it called G4 or something like that?
Or the station, the cable station? Yeah, G4. Yeah.
I
didn't watch it. Dude, I have no patience to watch people play games. I play my games. I still haven't finished my last Batman game.
I still haven't finished the last.
You can watch them play the Batman game so that you don't have to play it.
I had my wife's cousin come in here and finish a level for me on Batman because I couldn't kill the tanks or the drones. So he did it for me, and I still haven't finished it.
I still want to do it. Is that the way?
I want to finish that fucking game because I finished all the other Batman games, but for some reason I just lazy. I can't finish the other ones. But the thing is, this is me. I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to do this shit. I want to fucking finish it, but I don't want to finish it. It's like I keep telling myself I'm gonna go finish that backgammon game to finish that level for me, but I can't finish it because I'm fucking lazy.
Dude, it's like the controllers nowadays in video games. You got to hit like
Fucking
X, left, F. I mean, you got to press so much shit going on.
Like Donkey Kong was awesome. When I had ColecoVision, I could sit there and fucking roll over fucking Donkey Kong Jr., Zaxxon. I could roll
do Space Invaders.
Space Invaders. I could roll that shit over. I didn't like Atari. I liked the better.
I like Atari.
Graphics.
I did too. I still got one actually.
I like ColecoVision. ColecoVision was the best graphics. They had Donkey Kong Jr., Zaxxon.
You remember going into libraries where you had to like have like a big piece of paper with a whole bunch of commands, and then you just type them up on the computer, and then after you were done, you could play Pong.
No. Remember that game where you did the Olympics on Nintendo? Where you did the like hurdles and runs?
Is that where you hit the buttons real fast to get going?
I had that joystick where you could do the cheating thing where you could fucking jump over shit. And you could fucking get faster. That game was awesome. I forgot the name of that game. It was a fucking great game. I love that fucking Olympic game.
Like an Olympic thing.
Yeah, it was an Olympic. I can't remember the game now. I'm a little fucking wasted right now. But fuck.
Anybody got any new music that they've discovered lately, or any new album from anybody you want to talk about? Or
fucking Black Beauty was pretty good. We interviewed them, right, Lee? They were good.
Dark Beauty, yeah.
Dark Beauty. I'm fucked up. Sorry.
Did you say Black Beauty?
Dark Beauty. I mean,
Black
Beauty.
That was a horse, I think. Wasn't
it? I haven't listened. Well, I don't know if you're into classical, but I was listening to. Give me a moment, because
I'm out of alcohol, guys, but I'm
Mayakovsky, Mayakovsky. He does different symphonies and quartets and all sorts of stuff. He's really good. But musically, it's not a new group, but the last thing that I was listening to, or one of the last things, was Jay Giles Band. If you've heard Jay Giles Band.
Yeah.
I love the Jay Giles Band, man. They
were around when I was like 6 or 7. They were around back in 1970 or so, and I hadn't heard them back then. But the album that a lot of people, or some people, liked, or some, was Full House, their live album. But they got even more well known back in the 80s when they did Freeze Frame and all that.
Love Stakes and all that.
Yeah, and then I had heard at that time that Peter Wolf wanted to leave to do solo stuff. What I found out later was he said they suggested that he leave because he wanted to get back into the more blues stuff that they did, and that they wanted to continue on with the new wave. And they said, we suggest that you go with your own solo group.
But he didn't do new wave. He did Come As You Are and Lights Out.
Yeah. But what I mean is, he then left, and then he did, his solo stuff, which was more bluesy again.
Lights Out wasn't bluesy.
Oh,
that was his first solo album.
Okay, well, but anyway, all right. But
Come As You Are. Woo, woo. Come As You Are. Don't come at all. Yeah. That was fucking awesome.
I remember that video.
Oh, fuck, he's bouncing everywhere.
Woo, but I mean, but then the Jay Giles Band did an album without him called You're Getting Even While I'm Getting Awed.
I didn't like
that. And they did a song, Concealed Weapons. Concealed Weapons. I didn't like ought to be against the law. And I thought it was great.
You liked it?
I thought it was great, and then the critics liked it too. But then they left. They broke up, and they won't even acknowledge that album. That's the one album you can't get on CD. But it's like, still, I thought they were good, and and that they their first two albums are really really good. But I was listening to Love Stinks. Next, I'll listen again maybe to the album
Who was
Nightmares.
the guy he was married? Who was the lady he was married to? She was an actress that he wrote the song about.
Well, he was married to Faye Dunaway for a
Faye
while.
Dunaway. That was about her.
Peter Wolf was married to her.
Peter Wolf was
Yeah.
married to Faye Dunaway. Yeah.
There was an album
She's
cover
hot,
called
man.
Ladies.
She was still hot when
Ladies
she did the Tom
Invited.
Petty video.
Ladies Invited, and then that's like a painted cover that apparently she was the one who was the model for that cover.
Faye Dunaway is still hot. You know, she's a gray old beauty. Fuck.
Yeah.
Last time I saw her was that Tom Petty video, I think.
Yeah, Tom Petty video. Into the
What was that? Into the Great Wide Open? Was that it?
Yeah, with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I've seen her, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think she was still hot. I think fucking that one chick is still hot. I can't remember her name.
I just found out that Jim Carrey and Linda Ronstadt actually won out. Did you guys know that?
Damn.
I blew my mind when I found that out.
You know, I love Jim Carrey.
There's this movie. I think it's called Dark Crimes or something. It's done in Poland. It's kind of a creepy film. It's about ladies who were in this club for men, and they were doing all sorts of stuff, and they were subjected to all sorts of treatment that was, not so hot. And one guy died who apparently was killed. And Jim Carrey plays the detective to find out what happened. And it was done in Poland. And everyone in there in the film pretty much is Polish, except for him, but he has a big beard and mustache, and he looks and acts Polish. He does not have any of his joking manner whatsoever. He's damn serious in this. This is one of the most intense films that he's ever done. And he's good in it. And if you can see it, it's I think it's called Dark Crimes with Jim Carrey. If you look up his name and you look under the name Crimes, it's under, if you get Tubi, I think it's under Tubi.
Jim Carrey is a great actor, man. He's an idiot, but he's a great actor.
I thought the Truman Show. I thought the Truman Show was.
The Truman Show was amazing.
A lot of people didn't like that movie.
And the Spotless Mind. Yeah. Oh my God, that guy can play, and he could do that freaking other thing with a bald head. I forgot that freaking
Mask.
And he was awesome as freaking I can't think of his name now. The comedian.
Andy Kaufman.
Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. He's a great actor and comedian. And I don't care if he fucking is fucking way left. I don't fucking tell people, if you're not Republican, I'm not going to fucking listen to you. I like fucking Bruce Springsteen. I like fucking John Mellencamp. I don't care. As long as you make good music and good art, I'll fucking watch you.
I'm the same way.
Robert De Niro. I fucking love Robert De Niro. My wife was talking about it. I can't stand him. I go, I ain't going to stop watching The Godfather 2 because of him. I'm not going to stop and Meet the Fockers because of him. I'm not going to stop watching Meet the Parents because of him. I'm fucking going to watch it because he's fucking a great actor.
I'm the same way with like Nugent and Kid Rock. I'm not going to stop.
Oh, yeah. I ain't going to stop watching Kid Rock. Ted Nugent. I'm not that fucking sprung.
Exactly. And to judge somebody by their politics.
You know, it's your opinion about politics. You know, I don't agree with you, but fuck, I'll have a beer with you. I don't fucking
Exactly.
care.
And I'm surrounded by Republicans, Trumpers, man. But they really are good people. And
Yeah, there's a lot.
they'll do anything for you. They will help you out if you need it. I mean, they're good people. And I don't judge them just because they voted for Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, Trump is a dick.
Yeah, I don't
Trump is
judge
an
people
asshole.
just because they don't like the same music as me. Wait a minute.
You do,
I do
liar.
judge them because
Liar. Liar. Because I don't like Fairport Convention or Fairpoint Convention. What are they fucking? I don't know. Are they ports or points?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
just fixed that episode today too.
my headphones now aren't working, so I have to try and see if I can
Are they
take
called,
it off of the headphone.
Are they called
thing.
Fairpoint or Fairpoint Convention? I always forget.
Yeah, I
that
can't.
shit.
It's on headphones, but my headphone set is out of power, so I can see you go, but I can't hear you, and I can't change it unless I get off of the video, and I don't want to do that. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can change the settings.
All right, Lee. You can't hear us at all?
Oh,
I don't think
let's
so.
see if I can change the settings so that I can hear meeting settings.
Well,
shit.
Lee, we're gonna leave then.
Oh, now I can do it. I pointed to some called speaker, and now I can hear you.
All right. So what do they call it? Fairpoint or Fairpoint?
Fairport.
Fairpoint. I always forget that shit.
You keep saying Fairpoint even now.
It's Fairport, right? Fairport.
Yeah.
Like a port in the ocean, you know, with a ship. You know,
and did you finally listen to that song that I gave you that after the 6-minute mark?
I will listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet.
You didn't yet. Fuck.
Hey, did you guys still write in cursive?
You know, I'm kind of pissed at you because there's other stuff that I want to play you.
I like 99% of the stuff you give me.
I'm like, that's an album that I wanted that to be a real quality review that people who were really cool, progressive people could listen to. And it ended up being a Dumb and Dumber episode because of you.
I'm sorry.
And
I don't like
made me angry.
I'm sorry, man. But you know what?
I'm sorry that I am so dumb that I eat my Swanson meal by gumming it with my lips, and I'll only chew it if it's Stouffer's.
I think I missed out on something.
Yeah, there's an episode of Fairport Convention that I didn't like. I thought they were hippy dippy and I couldn't stand it. But I like the guitar player that we did an album by him.
Oh, by the way, Jerry, I want to say that I kind of want to apologize for some because there was one time when you made a post about some and I thought Mark made the post. And so I was being critical about the post because I thought Mark made it. And then later on, I realized you made it. But you were really cool about it. And so I was like, I never did tell you that I that I feel bad about that. But it was but it was so cool anyway. I forget what one it was, but it was about some group or something. But
was it Orianthi? Was it the Orianthi album?
Huh?
I love
no,
that
no,
album.
it was before that.
Okay.
But it was some sort of album. I realized later that you were the one who posted it. And I thought, I thought I was messing on Mark, and then you were talking about, and then I was starting to get apologetic to you without realizing you were the one who posted it. But it was like, I was like not really apologetic. I was like still defending myself, but it was like,
Nah, man, it's cool. It's all good.
I wouldn't have done that otherwise.
Nah.
But
Like I said, this is the first time I've talked to you, but it seems like I've known you through everybody else, so I know the kind of person you are. So,
Yeah,
right on.
I was listening because I was going.
Yeah,
through,
you're cool, man. I like you. You're really right on, man.
I was.
I agree, man.
I was listening
Likewise.
to some episodes to make sure they weren't fucked up today when I was changing episode numbers for iTunes, and I heard the episode with Ralph. He says that I don't go with your weirdness, and I go, Ralph, I do go with his weirdness, and it's like, fuck, whatever. It's like I do go with Lee's weirdness. I do call him out on his weirdness. And
you are good at it. Some people don't realize that, but in truth, you sometimes defend yourself. I might not want you to. I want you to be a little bit of a puppy who cowers to me, but you don't. But no, in truth, you're actually a lot better than some people give you credit for. You have a good personality, and you're right on. You know, I wouldn't want to have the same taste in music that you do, but that's your taste, and it suits you. And I'm happy that you've got your taste in music. I mean, I like the fact that I got my taste, and my God, I'm so happy that I don't have your taste. But if you have your taste, that's all good.
Hey, but you did like Bon Jovi these days. Come on.
Huh?
You did like Bon Jovi these days.
Oh! Damn it! Fuck! But
I love that album. I love that song, Hey God. Fucking that song rules, man.
I like one Bon Jovi song, and it's a cover.
Don't keep talking. Please stop talking about it so that I don't have to yell.
All right, man. Well, let's end this right now because it's getting late and I gotta freaking take a piss.
But no, it's all good.
Thank you guys, man. This is the Marc and Jerry bullshit sessions. We thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and like our post on YouTube and get us going. We only have 7 subscribers right now. Let's get us going, man. Thank you, Lee, for coming on here, man. And Jerry,
hey, man, thank you
guys
again.
both rule, man. I love you both.
Lee, take care of yourself, buddy.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for letting me come on.
My pleasure. Trust me.
All right, guys, man. You guys take it easy. And Jerry, I love you, man. Love you, Lee.
See you guys. Take care, man.
All right, later, guys.
Take care.